Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
Yeah, we were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We can use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag titles.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued. How are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone nonstop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break? Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd.
We weren't ready for that match, Troy, but I promised the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity Champions are gonna look great. And Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity Tag titles. Huge title defense for the champs coming up next, guys.
It's definitely a big match for them, Cole, but given how they've looked of late, I suspect they'll walk out of here the same way they walked in, as champs.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Deuce and Taylor Rush.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT... How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champs game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase. And instead, we have the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Well, not to mention it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly. While already in the thick of things.
What a counter by Lexis.
Boom! Thanks for coming.
Totally helpless at the moment. Backbreaker. Ouch.
Pretty sure I invented that move.
Oh, man, what a boot.
And that attack was enough to shake up Lexis.
Gets driven into the corner.
Oh, what a knee strike. Oh, what a kick.
Right to the gut.
He's getting pumped, he's getting focused, and he's taking the WWE Universe with him.
Wicked clothesline. Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
And now the tag. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity Championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Punk,
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
I have to say, it's nice to have someone else around here who's still taking the threat of Mutiny seriously.
I know. After we took those Unity titles off them, it seems like people are starting to think the threat is diminishing.
I think they're too afraid to admit they're staring into a brewing storm. But that's where things stand. Nothing I can do.
So we wait while NXT plans? Come on, Aldous. I thought you were the GM.
I am, but my options are limited on what I can actually do. The board is sitting on their hands, which means they're sitting on mine too.
I wasn't brought here because my old partner needed a spotter. We need to be proactive. Is everybody just waiting around to get attacked?
And hoping it won't happen to them. It's been a while since the initial invasion. People are starting to get complacent, I guess.
Where's a Mutiny invasion when you need one? Those initial massed attacks really lit a fire under the roster.
Exactly.
Do you know what happened to that mask Mutiny used during those first attacks?
It's sitting in my desk drawer. Why?
No reason. Listen, I've got something I need to do, but let's talk later.
Sounds good. Keep fighting the good fight.
Oh, I will.
Zoe Stark looks to make a statement here on SmackDown tonight.
From behind!
Looks like Mutiny's making a statement of their own.
Once again, Mutiny's surprise attacks are back, and tonight at SmackDown's own Zoe Stark was caught in the crossfire.
This is really upsetting, guys. Every time we think the dust is settled, Mutiny strikes again.
Mutiny thrives on this kind of disruption. It's their way of keeping everyone off balance. The question is, who's going to step up and stop them?
Cars, ambulances, all manners of weaponry. We must attack.
Stark trying to put her opponent off balance.
Big knee to the midsection.
Not out here.
Oh, way off. That's a big mistake.
Steering clear there.
Running knee lift. Exposed concrete is just the first hazard you see in this area. There are about 100 ways this could be ending in disaster.
Michinoku driver. Elbow thrown, saying not today. What are we gonna see here?
Oh, neck breaker.
And this is probably the one place you don't want to be.
Yeah, if there's one thing I learned watching wrestling, it's that nothing good happens in the parking lot. Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Just like that, she turned it around. Finds a counter from Stark.
Clean knee to the face. Hey, watch out! I haven't paid off that car!
I don't think they're worried about that right now. Ooh, and fights back.
Devastating elbow.
Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
That right there is why you've got to keep your head on a swivel in a situation like this.
I would prefer never being in a situation like this, Corey. This is not what parking lots were made for.
She's climbing to a new frontier here. Now she's up that ladder on the roof of the ambulance.
Opening the ambulance doors. We know...
Oh, boy!
Oh, she missed. Definitely not how they drew that one up. Big risk leading to big bruises.
Saxton, I hope your insurance is paid up.
Human bodies wasn't an option on my policy. Fast movement gets her out of the way.
They're gonna have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting. Boom! And a big boot.
Boom! Stark with some agility.
Big boot.
Vicious.
Ambulance is open for business. Are we close to hearing the sirens?
Counter from Stark.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
Oh, vicious running knee lift.
And the parking lot continues to be the most...
Hoists up their opponent. What are they going to do here?
Bad things incoming!
And the focus of the attack continues to be the head.
It's a very effective target in the long run.
She turns it around with the reversal.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
She's struggling to get back up, but she's about to feel so much worse. Boom!
And the hatred between these superstars can't be contained. Someone is seriously going to get hurt here.
Oh! Escapes out of that attack. Big boot! Ooh! Ooh, sharp kick.
Arm wringer, up and
Choke slam!
Has him up for the power slam and from behind
Into an inverted DDT.
no two ways about this. Zoe Stark.
Oh, that's what you get when you disrespect your opponent.
Setting it up. Down, brain buster.
face first she goes into the hood of the car.
No official needed here, as it looks like they've settled it themselves.